for you.
What's next, I wonder? Better start a conversation.
Shadowheart, may Selûne guide you as always, my daughter. Better in a sense, but you may need to prepare yourself, daughter. Shard took a great deal from me, and time will eventually take the rest. Sooner than you or your father would like, perhaps. I knew this, even when I first fell for your father. He is destined to outlive me, as are you. Shed no tears. We've been blessed with a second chance, and who is to say how long we'll have? More than I ever hoped for, certainly. We must not live in fear of loss. That is not truly living. Just one. Take care of yourself. I know you have more struggles yet to come out there, but I do not want to lose my daughter so soon after I found her again. Only you can say. It seems your father and I have returned to a world in turmoil, and I sense you have a part to play in righting things. We shall remain here at camp and continue to recover what strength we can. Then, perhaps, when all is said and done, we can be a family again. Shadowheart, I hope all is well, my dear.
Shadowheart. Pardon. It warms my heart to see you. I had promised you we would catch up once I'd rested. Perhaps there's something you wish to ask about? You were to come of age that night, left alone in the woods and using only Selûne's guidance to find your way back to us. But you were not alone in the woods. We caught a Sharan spy near our village and learned that his accomplices sought to abduct you. I had to find you, to bring you home, and I had to do it quickly. In my haste, I made a terrible mistake. I took on my wolf form to cover the ground more quickly, and it worked. I followed your scent and reached you before the Sharans could. But when I found you, you did not see your father rushing to save you. You only saw a wolf hunting you in the darkness. I should have told you of my curse before that night. Then everything would have been different. You panicked, and before I could explain, the Sharans found us. Father and daughter, wolf and prey. They took us both. When I awakened, you were gone, but your mother was with me. They were spiriting us away to the city, hidden and bound. That should have been the day you came of age and into the Moon Maiden's teachings. Instead, the Sharans used us to teach you different lessons. Painful lessons. The Moon Maiden's blessings are many. She taught me to control the curse, but she could not teach me to control my paternal instincts. The failing was mine. Perhaps they did. Ours was a small community, spread thin. We grew complacent, underestimated the depths of Shah's bitterness, the fanaticism of her followers. But perhaps this was always meant to be. Perhaps the Moon Maiden's path was merely longer for you than we knew. A name is nothing. Your happiness is what matters. Just forgive your father the occasional slip of the tongue. I will adapt, given time. Well, it depends. Do you find yourself more hirsute at certain times? Craving warm flesh? Actually, no. Spare your father the answer to that. I am a lycanthrope, but your mother is not. It was a toss of the coin to determine if you inherited that side of me. If you have not changed after all this time, I believe you're safe. Are you sure, Shadowheart? Picking at old wounds may not serve any purpose. Very well. But I shall not wallow in ugly details. That is what they would have wanted. To have let their physical torments live on in our spirits. I will not allow that. They had you use us for practice. All the techniques that the Sharans held pride in. Trickery, interrogation, torture. They even had you, our own daughter, try to convert us. The worst part was not anything you did to us, it is what they had done to you. You didn't recognize us. Those eyes I'd wiped tears from now looked at me like a stranger. I feared I would give in then. But your mother's strength bolstered me. She never gave up calling you daughter, no matter what you said or did. We were still a family in that room, suffering, enduring, but we did not give up. Your mother and I swore we would see the look of recognition in your eyes once again. And we did. Don't be. Knowing you were out there gave us the strength to hold on. And you returned to us, just like you were supposed to all that time ago. Both. They mocked you before our eyes. They said it would discipline you for straying, while extending our torment also. Not just with the pain, but with the knowledge that every time we felt it, your true self was being punished for trying to break through their indoctrination. Knowing you were out there still was enough to sustain us. And you are stronger than us both, daughter. We merely had to endure. You had to choose your path. One that brought you back to us at last. Yes. Now you know all that is worth knowing. Let us put this behind us for good. I've heard enough about this absolute threat to understand it cannot be ignored. Your mother and I can wait until you prevail, and I know you will. Beyond that, your mother will need my care, and yours too, if you wish to join us. Somewhere quiet, close to nature, where the sun can warm us, and the moon can watch over us as we sleep. Shadowheart, my darling. All is well, I hope.
Still in control. Just
No time to rest.
dream in red.
Property will be dealt with swiftly and hard.
Let's get on with it. Let's see.
Feel the chill gaze of the Moon Maiden upon you. Selûne welcomes you. The amount you've offered proves your faith and devotion. You may now pray here once a day for a divine blessing. Show reverence before your deity and open your soul to their divine power. The cold, white light of Selûne fills you with majestic wisdom and grace. Shine forth as the Moon Maiden shines.
Sharp as ever. Let's see.
See an altar dedicated to Tyr. The amount you've offered proves your faith and devotion. You may now pray here once a day for a divine blessing. Show reverence before your deity and open your soul to their divine power. Tyr blesses you with the judgment to know right from wrong and the strength to mete out retribution for injustice.
Still breathing, despite everything. What path lies before me?
The pride of the gate.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow? Already feeling better. I have such a headache. What to do?
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Can't give up now. Pave my path with corpses, build. What's up for discussion?
Tell you what, I really enjoyed our book this month. Dusk's Dark Desires. Highly recommend it. You should join us next time for the book brigade. Not sure what we're reading, though.
Oh, hello there. Feel free to listen in, but only members may participate in discussion. Sorry, would you mind leaving me be? These books won't discuss themselves.
What did... Hang on. Don't distract me. I've been waiting a bloody month to talk about this book. Oh, do leave me be. We're about to get to the good bit of the discussion. Very juicy.
The captain's the one in charge. Take your woes to her. On your way. I can hardly keep watch if I'm talking to you, can I?
There's something going on here. I don't like it. Careful. I smell an ambush.
Are you sure it's not the flowers you're smelling? You may be allergic, but better safe than sorry, I suppose.
Park's no place for a stroll anymore. More likely to find a muggin than a picnic these days.
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. She has a tadpole.
Or perhaps you'll find something bloodier. The Absolute Warriors are at work, just beyond here. You'd be wise to not interfere, brother. Nothing's going on. And even if there was something, you'd be wise to ignore it. Absolute's business. Got it? Now be off. You'll attract attention. In her name. No reason for you to linger unless you're after mischief. On your way.
Run! Oh, friend! Hello? Because running is brilliant! Stop running? But then I won't be running anymore!
running to run better.
Okay. See you later. Home, 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 home.
Just my luck to get assigned to Captain Crackwall. Mad as piss, that one. I wasn't even supposed to be on duty today. Had plans to go fishing.
Oh, a new face in the park. How charming.
First you worry about the guards, now you're chatting to every stranger we see. There's no time, Martina. We must complete our walk.
Fine, darling, fine. I apologize for my husband. He takes his daily constitutional very seriously.
No time to chat. We've a walk to finish. 43 years and I've never stopped short.
Yes, and my knees feel every year. Well met, citizen. Oh, I mean fellow citizen, I guess. Sorry, not used to retirement. Most elves don't oft retire. Guess I'm one of the lucky few.
Sorry, pal. Table here's reserved for retired fists only. Veteran perk, you understand. Say, you've a bit about you, though. Maybe you should think about enlisting.
Don't listen to Vistra. She talks big for a short old dwarf. Those good old days weren't all rosy. I reckon the current cohort's doing the best they can, given, you know, circumstances.
Fist these days can't take a piss without a steel watcher helping them aim. It's pathetic. I tell you, it was all different back in the day. Being a fist meant something.
No, the right way.
There's figures hiding in the foliage. Might be a trap. Must lug my guts through this hell. Have I been this way before? Breathe deep and move.
Don't get me wrong.
Spent a lot of time in this park as a boy, battling imaginary monsters.
So, before you were Blade of the Frontiers, you were Pointy Stick of the Park. How did the imaginary monsters compare with the real thing?
The monsters of my play fights were strong, vicious. Trolls with hulking muscles, werewolves with sharpened fangs.
In the book?
The greatest villains I faced as the Blade. They look more like you and me than they do the beasts of my fantasies.
I need a quick word.
Right here, just 1 month ago, my Eugenie agreed to our courtship. Ah, it's a good place for romance. Take it from me. Though I must admit, all the clankery from the flaming fists dampens the mood somewhat. I do hope the fists take a step back from the park soon. Then it'd be the perfect spot for me and my Eugenie.
I'm sorry for Wendel. He does get a touch, over effusive about our courtship. Pay him no heed. You know, this park used to be a lovely spot for some peace and quiet. Alone. I suppose everything changes. Eventually.
Don't you, darling?
It's a bit loud.
Nothing hurts anymore. Father, they will die for you. Wonder if the gods are watching me. Very well.
Sometimes when
don't you?
I don't care what Emen said. I'm not getting the ball. You can't make me.
Stupid Conall. Throwing my ball. Sorry. Mum said I shouldn't talk to strangers.
Still not gonna get Emen's ball. Bet it's real damp by now.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
We redden our steel by the light of day in his name. You are our lamb, ready for slaughter. Lady Oren asked us to test you, but I think you'll fail. What say you, little lamb?